everyone, welcome to the Coin Engineer YouTube channel.
Today, where should Bitcoin be bought and sold, or where should other altcoins be bought and sold? Where should we buy Bitcoin and where should we sell it? This is the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin that you see here. Now I am switching this chart to the 15-minute view, and a more detailed image appears before me in this 15-minute time frame. For example, you will be doing daily trading. Right now, we can see that Bitcoin is in an upward trend on the 15-minute chart and has settled into a channel. In our previous videos, we explained how to draw trend lines. We are identifying two bottoms here, as you can see, this and this. Now I am adding a line to these two dip points, and I see the lower horizontal support. Now let's draw a top peak as well. As you can see, I have drawn the peaks here. Currently, Bitcoin is within a channel. Purchases are made at the lower support level. As you can see, you buy here and sell at the resistance level here. If purchases are made in the middle range, you will likely incur losses. You need to avoid buying in the middle ranges. A truly good buying point will bring you profit, so you should definitely wait here. As you can see, look, you buy here and sell when it comes up to this point. In this way, buying and selling points are determined. If such a channel does not exist, let me explain it like this. As you can see here, there is a horizontal channel. As you can see here, there is a channel. I am immediately determining the peak points in this way. As you can see, there are some points here and there. I am identifying the lows in these areas. As you can see, it is marking points at these troughs. As you can see, the peaks and troughs look like this here as well. Here, support points are identified, and purchases are made at support and sales at resistance. As you can see, purchases are made at support and sales at resistance. Here, whenever you buy, you are making a profit. There is a short-term loss here, but it is recovering again. Look, when you buy again at a support level, you can sell at a resistance level. Of course, when you sell at resistance, and it breaks above, and if it closes above the resistance with 2 to 3 candles. If you buy again, you will have caught the next trend this way. Now I am removing the drawings. Let's take a slightly broader look at this. The buying points are as follows. What did we say before? A peak is always a resistance for us, based on previous peaks. Look, I am identifying the previous peaks here. There is a peak in this section. There is a small peak over here. Here we have a peak point, and actually, there is also a small peak here, if we zoom in like this. As you can see, this area is also a strong peak. It has been a peak many times before. Look, it has happened once, it has happened twice, it has happened 3 times. As you can see right now, these are functioning as support points. Here, purchases are actually made at support levels. For example, if you buy at this support, you can sell here after a slight mock bounce. Look here. Again, let's say you bought at the support point. Look, this time. This support is acting as resistance because we have entered below this channel and you can sell at resistance. And look, we have hit a stop here again. This is the stop point. 2 candles have closed below the support. And here, it has hit a lower support and a purchase can be made here. In other words, we buy at support and sell at resistance. We buy at support and sell at resistance. Now let's look at the indicators section. I am adding moving averages. As you can see, I have added 2 moving averages, and I am labeling one as 50 and the other as 200. Now, I will change the color of the one labeled 50 to yellow in the style section, and I will make it a bit thicker. As you can see, I have thickened it. Now let's make both of the 200 purple and thicken them a bit, as you can see. So, where should we buy at this point? At the moving averages. Generally, if we are at the upper part of the channel, meaning we have reached above the yellow line, look here, we can say purple or yellow. for this. It doesn't matter. The purple line acts as our strongest support or strongest resistance. In other words, the purple line is the 200 moving average. If we are above it, the purple line is always a support. Look here, this is a support point. Here again is a support, meaning the point where the trend reversed. Again, this is the point where the trend reverses. Once again, the yellow line represents our 50 moving average. Since we are above this level, it acts as support. Look, this part is a support. Look, this part is a support. As you can see, support. But here, let's look at the point where we have come below the 200 moving average. You can see that we are below the 200 moving average in this section. Look, since we are below 200, the area below 200 has acted as resistance for us. As you can see, it is a resistance. Sales have always been made here, and it has reversed. Look, there is again selling pressure here. Now I am closing this 200. We will see it very clearly at 50. Now let's take a look here and examine. When we drop below 50, the 50 level has now become a resistance for us. Look, it has turned from here and has come down. And this is actually a support for us. A support is coming from this part, and it has turned back from the support again, as you can see. And when we move above these levels, the 50-period moving average has consistently acted as support for us. So, the buying points are when we are above the 50 moving average. If the price is above the 50 moving average, that means we are currently above the 50 moving average. For us, the support point is currently as follows. If we extend this line to tomorrow, and say it will look like this, we can see that 54,000 is a support level for us. As you can see, let me redraw it like this. I have drawn it this way. Look, 54,000 is actually a support for us here. The point where it could intersect is around 55,000, and 54,000 is a support. As you can see, there is a peak at 54,000, which is from the previous peaks. Here is a peak, here is a peak, here is a peak. Those peaks are now acting as support since we have crossed above them again. 52,000 is a strong support here. There is also a small peak here at 54,000. As you can see, these areas are working. Buying points are at support, while selling points are at resistance. So a sale is coming here. In fact, people who trade have sold here, and it has turned from this point. It is currently testing, but it will come back like this, and will test this level again. If it reacts from here, it will likely rise again, and because it is attempting this for the second time, it probably could not surpass it the first time. He couldn't pass the second one either. When he tests the third one immediately, he will likely pass it. And a strong pressure will come. We mentioned that we could find the upper resistance from the Fibonacci levels. I am pulling the Fibonacci adjustment levels from here, and as you can see, when I take it from the point where the trend started to the highest peak, it shows me that the next resistance, which is 1.618, is 67,000. As you can see, it shows 67,000. It indicates that there is a fair des-like Abschedebin. Here, in the settings section, you can click to expand the lines to the right or extend them to the left. And if you do the opposite here, you will see the resistances going upwards. If it is counterchecked, it will not be counterchecked, and the supports below will be visible to us. As you can see, these are the support points. Here, we see that 06218 is a strong support, and 48,000 is also a strong support. Of course, we are clicking against this because we want to see the resistances above. At Fibonacci points, support levels are for selling, while these are buying areas. Look, these areas have again acted as buying points, while these are selling points. It will look better on the hourly chart. Look, buying point, selling point, buying point, selling point, buying point, selling point. If it closes above this level, meaning if it happens like this, it will do something like this. If it closes above this level, we will buy here. This is a buying point. And here, let's assume you bought at 59,000 or 58,900. As you can see here, there is a 12% profit. That's all for the topic of this video. I hope I was able to explain it well. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video. Wishing you all a good day.